All right, back in the kitchen now with Lisa DeReicher from Zuppas, the pastry chef out there, and I'm so excited about this recipe because whenever I think about key lime pie, I think of someplace tropical or Florida.
Absolutely.
Or you know, just brings back all sorts of great memories. And you know what? If you can't get to a tropical vacation or down to Florida, make a key lime pie, and it's kind of like the next best thing, right?
That's
Lisa?
right.
I've never made one at home though, but it doesn't look like it's that hard to do.
They are very simple. We're basically using a store-bought graham cracker crust, and you could make your own graham cracker crust. Recipes are easy to find in cookbooks and online.
Yeah, it's just butter and graham crackers crushed up, bake it, or like you say, buy one already made.
Exactly. The nice thing about the store-bought graham cracker crust for the home cook is it's very even. The thickness is going to be the same all the way through, so when you cut into it and lift your pie out, it's going to have a nice support for it to be on.
Good point. And it doesn't get easier than that. It comes in the pie pan. It's all done for you.
It's all set.
Now the filling. First of all, I want to talk about key lime and key lime juice. Key limes don't come in season very often. It might be a little hard to find. You could certainly squeeze your own key lime juice if you see them in the stores. What the season for that is May?
Season is May through September is when you'll find them in stores. You'll find them, the majority of them in stores.
And they're you know, compared to, this is, you know, the size of a regular lime, they're teeny. They're much smaller.
They're very small. So it would take probably at least 4 times the amount of key limes that you would need for the regular limes.
Are they a little sweeter? What is the story with them?
They have a little bit of a mellower flavor.
More mellow, okay.
So if for some reason you cannot locate key lime juice, that's what really kind of gives it the key lime flavor. We're going to use some of the zest to give it a little punch of lime. But if you're unable to find the juice, you can substitute lime juice, but I would add about 1/4 of lemon juice to it, just to kind of tone the lime juice down a little bit.
Good point. We actually, and you can find this at grocery stores, picked up Nellie and Joe's Key West lime juice. You can get it all year round. The bottle is a little expensive, but you're going to get several pies out of this, and it keeps in your refrigerator, so you can, you know, be in the key lime pie making business. So if you splurge on a bottle of this, just, you know, put the lid on, get it in the refrigerator, and then, you know, you at least 4 pies, you said.
Yep, you could probably get 4 pies out of a bottle of juice.
Good deal. So you can either find your own key limes or pick up a bottle of this. Okay, now what's next?
Okay, we're going to start first. I'm going to use a stand mixer, or you could use a hand mixer if you'd like, whichever you have. You could also whisk this together too, just by hand. Okay. If you don't have either of those appliances. We're going to start with egg yolks, and we've got 5 egg yolks. Okay. This is going to make it nice and rich. Okay. All right, and to that we're going to add a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk.
That's the thick stuff, the good stuff, not the evaporated. You want the sweetened condensed.
You want the really, and actually, as you'll see, we're not adding any sugar to this. All the sweetness comes from the sweetened condensed milk. Okay. All right, so we'll add that. And then we're going to add our key lime juice. I've got 1/2 cup of our bottled key lime juice. We'll put that all together. And I also brought some limes that we can put a little of the zest in. You'll probably want about 2 teaspoons of zest. If you would like it to be a little more lime flavored, you can add more to it. If you would like to omit the lime and just have the key lime juice, if you want it to have a little more of a mild flavor, you can just omit this lime zest.
I like the little pieces of lime though in there. You know, they give it just a little bit.
Exactly.
Check on our batch of poppy seed muffins that we have in here.
Yeah. The little pieces of lime zest give it kind of a nice appearance.
I agree. And a little texture. You know, you get it's fresh. You know, if you're using a bottled lime juice, this just kind of freshens it up a little bit.
It gives it a little bit of green fleck too. As you'll see, this key lime juice isn't green.
No, okay, it's more like a lemon juice.
When your pie is finished, it doesn't come out green. I suppose you could add some food coloring to it if you really wanted it to be green. But key lime pies generally have kind of a light lemony yellow color.
Yes, very true.
So if you add a little zest to it, it'll give it some flecks of green.
Okay, wonderful.
All right, so
get that going there.
Okay, we're going to mix this in our stand mixer.
And we've got our oven preheated because this pie needs to bake for about how long?
It takes 15 minutes, 375 degrees.
15 minutes only. It's very quick. Wow, this is easy.
So, and all we need to do is mix these ingredients together.
That's quick and easy. So this is basically the evaporated milk, fresh lime juice, 5 egg yolks, and then the fresh key lime juice.
Yep, and a little bit of zest.
And the zest.
So, we want to just mix this together.
Get this into our pre-done graham cracker crust.
We already have a pre-made graham cracker crust. So you'll want to make sure. Oh, thanks.
You got one? Okay.
All right. So we'll just
you can see the pretty nice flecks.
Yep. Pour this right into the graham cracker crust.
We've got the pie right here, already baked off.
Yep.
And we're going to decorate the top to make it look really
Yeah,
pretty.
yep, we'll just poke this one in the oven.
Okay.
And you might want to put it on a sheet pan to get it to the oven. That way you can get it in and out a little bit easier.
Good point.
Okay, so we've got a finished one here.
Okay, let
And
it
as you-
cool,
yep,
right?
We want it to completely cool. You can
Okay.
set it in the refrigerator
Okay.
to cool it. If you really want to speed it up, you could set it in the freezer.
Okay.
Sometimes desserts, pies, cakes, things like that, cut nicer if they're frozen ahead of time.
point.
Just have a little bit of a chill on them. You can get a knife cleanly through them.
Good point.
So we're going to take our chilled pie.
Okay.
And as you can see, it got a little brown around the outside. That's okay. We can cover it up.
Yep, and it's still going to taste fabulous.
So, yep, it's still going to taste great. But I've just made a little heavy cream, whipped cream.
Okay.
Just a mixture of heavy cream and powdered sugar.
Okay.
And we'll just
Fresh whipping cream, basically.
Yep, fresh whipping cream. We'll
Height
just
that.
add some little stars around the edge.
And this is something, if you don't feel like baking, call Zuppas and Nina and say, hey, I want to order one of Lisa's key lime pies. People order
Exactly.
desserts all
Yep,
the time.
they do.
We're going to finish piping this whipped cream, and we're going to decorate the top with some candied limes just to let everybody know that it's key lime pie, and it's going to be wonderful and delicious. Lisa, thank you so much for sharing your citrus
Thank
recipes.
you.